I backed out of going to a council meeting. The lady who lives a couple of doors away from me, very sweet woman. She's in the Labour Party. And me and her talk quite a lot. And she said, I want you to come to a council meeting. I need you to come to a council meeting. We need a voice like yours there. And I didn't go. Next time I might go. I might go. But then it's politics, isn't it? But we'll see. You know what? One thing, it's just a pet peeve was pissing me off recently. Chewing gum. I tell you what, right? If you're in London, I can't really talk for other cities. Look at the pavement on the high street or anywhere. Look at the pavement. Littered with disgusting chewing gum that's been spat out. And it's not biodegradable. It just sticks in there for months and years or whatever period. And it looks absolutely disgusting, man. Like, I'm not understanding why there hasn't been a campaign about it. And hopefully someone will do something. Take this absolutely serious. Another one is spittle. When people spit all over the floor, spit phlegm all over the floor. Carry a tissue out, man. Like, if you're sick really badly and you have no choice, fair enough. But flip it out, man. People just spitting phlegm everywhere. And it's just like, wow, man. People don't even consider about the morale of, like, if you leave a mess behind you, other people have to walk into that depressing looking mess, and your city, the morale of your city is affected negatively by that. Horrible templates, man. Like, they had these litter officers recently. I think they were in the city initially. Now they brought them into the inner cities, let's say. And they were, stepping to people, dropping litter, and you got an instant fine. I don't have no problem with that. I don't drop litter like that. I don't do that shit. Yeah? I see people get caught on the high road, you know what I mean? I say, yeah, I see. But I guess it's not as profitable as giving people tickets for parking. So they got rid of it. It's probably costing them more money than value as a service. And plus, a lot of people were probably not paying up all the hassle to get their ID and shit like that. So, no, they scrapped it. They scrapped it. But the bigger problem in London right now, aside from knife crime, which is getting a bit mad now. Knife crime, it's always been bad, but, when is it going to be tackled on any kind of level? Is this homeless situation, living rough, sleeping rough. And I've been noticing it for a little while now. Everywhere there's a bridge, any underground train bridge, somebody's trying to make a bed underneath that bridge. It's that desperate. Shop fronts with a little shelter, beds are being made anywhere where there's a shelter. Church. The church around me has got a nice little shelter where people are making beds there. You walk around the ends and you see mattresses and blankets unattended because they can't carry that everywhere with them. So I don't know if they come back. I don't know. It's just madness. You see people walking around with their sleeping bag. People sleeping in subways. People even got tents. Some people have got some high-tech tents sleeping in the commons. That's kind of a little small park. That's what we call it in England, little commons. They're sleeping in there, yeah. Some really nice tents and stuff. Like, you notice it more and more. Like, when I was taking my mum for a hospital checkup the other week, and my mum saw the guy sleeping underneath the bridge, she went, oh my God, and like, because she doesn't get out as much as she used to. Like, but this is everywhere. This is everywhere now. Even in Windsor, where the Queen has one of her castles, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, their ceremony is in St. George's Chapel in Windsor on May the 19th. And the local council leader, Simon Dudley, is trying to get the police to move them on. You know what I mean? They're saying tackle the issues. They're saying basically move these people on. Let's clear them away. Because obviously the tourist trade is going to be affected when they have their glamorous wedding, which is going to cost the millions, the taxpayers millions or whatever. You don't want the newspapers and the red tops and OK Magazine taking photos of the royal wedding and some homeless people are fucking freezing their bollocks off sitting in some shop front. So basically what they're saying is move the problem on to another borough. That's what they're really saying. The video didn't say that while I watched, but that's what I was thinking. Yeah, just move it on to another borough. What good does that do? Is that tackling the issue, Simon Dudley? Moving it on? What, like sweeping a big pile of dust and rubbish under your carpet is not tackling the issue. And it just shows you how pretentious the aristocracy and out of touch They really are. That we have topics like that coming up in 2017. They're still really out of touch. You know, Dudley's talking about the beggars, but I'm sure they're not going to go up to beg Meghan or Prince Harry for anything. I'm sure they're not. I'm sure the royal family will have some bodyguards and a good police presence to fuck them up if they try anything like that. I mean, so, it's all a front. It's all just a front. Didn't Giuliani do something like this in the 90s in New York? Where they pretended they were cleaning up New York, but it was just a front for Manhattan and, you know, the tourist trade and shit like that. It's just bullshit. But I have a solution. How about you just hold a party for the homeless people on that day? Yeah? You could either use a hall or maybe have a little street party, you know, where they can get some good food and maybe some information and advice on housing and health, encouragement, etc., etc. How about that? That'll clean it up nicely, rather than moving them on to the next borough. But, you know, just a suggestion. I'm sure the royal family or the taxpayers can afford it. But on a more serious note, has anyone else, I was going to say in London, but obviously Windsor's not in London. I'm sure all parts of the country are being affected by this homeless problem right now. Just getting really, like, I'm not even exaggerating, to epidemic proportions. Anyone else noticed it? Do you have any solutions or analysis that you'd like to give on the topic? I'd be interested to hear what you got to say. I don't really want to touch the immigration topic because, you know, it is a sensitive one, but there are a lot of people who are coming from some harsh realities all around the world who are just in England homeless, you know. Basically, they're just walking the streets begging. So now even a lot of the suburban areas are getting ghettoized to a large degree, you know, right now. And maybe it's good that it's got out to the burbs, because now they're going to have to challenge and tackle it, really, because they're not going to put up with it, are they? You know what I mean? So